Okay, بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Assalamu alaikum guys once again. So we are continuing off with our story telling session, and I thought maybe let's go back to the basics and do stories that we are familiar with, stories that we grew up with, the stories of the prophets alayhimus salam. And these are stories that we've heard in different languages, in our different languages since growing up. We read them in the Quran. So we are very familiar with the stories. But now we get to actually interact with these stories in Arabic, which I think will make the Arabic easier, and hopefully it will make also it, we'll be able to learn new vocabulary and be able to engage further with the story, inshallah. So we're going to start from the beginning. We're going to start with Adam alayhi salam, right from the beginning, and work our way through. All right. So I'm just going to go. And by the way, if anybody wants to volunteer or participate, do the reading, you can raise your hand and we can go through this together as well. And if there are no volunteers, I'll do it myself. Oh, we have a volunteer. Fantastic. I love it when you guys participate. And again, I chose some really easy stories so that we can all enjoy the whole session. All right. We have Anab, we have Afroz. Fantastic. So let me see how many paragraphs we have here. It's not very long. It's a short story. It's just that I made it bigger so that everybody can be able to see clearly. So what we'll do is, Anab, you can read up to maybe this ayah, the end of this ayah, and then Afroz can pick it up from there.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum. Bismillah. قصة آدم عليه السلام.
What's the haraka on Adam?
آدم.
Yeah. So basically, we're gonna try and put as all the harakats as much as possible, because again, we are students of Arabic trying to learn the Fusha. So let's try and practice with that. And if there's any word that needs explanation or you need the sarf of it, we can do that as well. So alayhi salam. Okay, you can go on now.
ذكر الله تعالى في كتابه العزيز.
في كتابه.
في كتابه. I don't like she can hear me. It's raining here.
Yes, we can hear you. There's no sound. So what's the haraka on al-aziz?
العزيز ذكر الله تعالى في كتابه العزيز.
أيوة، في كتابه العزيز.
قصة. He mentioned قصة.
أيوة.
قصة خلق آدم. عليه السلام. أول الأنبياء.
So
أول الأنبياء.
So what is أول going back? What is it referring to?
Okay. So ذكر الله تعالى في كتابه العزيز قصة آدم عليه السلام. It's referring to Adam.
So is it a new sentence, or is it connected to the previous sentence? What do you think?
Well, yeah, like it's the. I don't think so.
Connected or not?
Okay, it's connected. I don't know how to connect, like in terms of a sentence, because I know it's talking about the khalq, like the.
So okay, so
whatever Allah mentioned.
Whatever
Allah mentioned in His book, the Prophet. I mean, the story of the Prophet Adam alayhi salam. Now he's describing, it's describing Adam alayhi salam.
So what is this
So
أول
it will be
الأنبياء?
أول الأنبياء.
Why أول?
Because of Adam. Oh, sorry. It's مضاف إليه. It's jar.
Okay, so it's going to be
So it's أول الأنبياء.
أول الأنبياء. And just maybe
أول
to
الأنبياء.
clarify further, this would be the بدل of Adam. في خلقي, so if you remove Adam, you can actually say في قصة خلق أول الأنبياء, or you can also say قصة خلق آدم. So Adam and أول الأنبياء is interchangeable because it's بدل الكل, right?
Okay. So it's not صفة, it's a بدل.
Yeah, it's a بدل.
Okay. فقد خلقه بيديه بيده على الصورة التي أرادها على الصورة التي أرادها يا سبحانه. فكان مخلوقا مكرما. فكان مخلوقا مكرما عن باقي المخلوقات.
باقي, so you're going to prolong that a little bit because it's اسم منقوص, like it's ناقص. باقي المخلوقات.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Sister Ilham, this is noun, right? Baqi?
Yes. باقين باقيا باقين. But when it becomes a mudaf, like هادين هاديا هادين, the ya comes back. So
Yes.
باقي is jar. Okay, go on, ask before.
So yeah, we cannot put ya fatha like baqiyal. No?
No, because it's jar. An.
Baqin. Baqi. Okay, baqi. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like hadin, but now because it's like it's a mudaf, so it's going to be باقي المخلوقات.
Oh. Okay.
عن باقي المخلوقات. وخلق الله سبحانه ذرية آدم على صورته.
صورته من? This who goes back to who, by the way?
To Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Really? It goes back to Allah? على صورة الله.
على
صورة من?
صورة آدم. No? Wait. ذرية. It's talking about ذرية. So خلق الله سبحانه وتعالى ذريته آدم على صورته. It's going back to Adam.
Yes.
Why ذريته? Yeah, ذريته and not ذريته.
So خلق ماذا? Allah created what?
What?
So it answers
Sister Ilham, this hyphens doesn't impact the grammar analysis, right? Grammatical analysis.
No, it's because when we say just well, like for example, if I say Allah Azza wa Jal, basically I'm just glorifying Allah in the middle. It's like interjecting, like when we have jumla i'tiradiyya, like an interjecting sentence, like it's a totally different. So it's just me glorifying Allah, because like if I say, for example, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is not part of the grammar. It's just me honoring the Prophet. So I say sallallahu alaihi wasallam when I hear his name. So it's something like that. So yeah, whatever is in the hyphen, just treat it as separate.
Okay. جزاكم الله.
على صورته وهيئته. قال تعالى: وإذ أخذ ربك من بني آدم من ظهورهم ذريتهم وأشهدهم على أنفسهم ألست بربكم قالوا بلى شهدنا على أنفسهم.
Yeah. Okay, so basically, so maybe we can go and look at the meaning now, or maybe look at any other words that may need further clarification. So I'm just going to go read through it again. So قصة آدم عليه السلام. ذكر الله تعالى في كتابه العزيز قصة خلق آدم عليه السلام. Or you can say قصة خلق آدم عليه السلام أول الأنبياء فقد خلقه بيده على الصورة التي أرادها سبحانه، فكان مخلوقا مكرما عن باقي المخلوقات. وخلق الله سبحانه ذرية آدم على صورته وهيئته. قال تعالى، وسط آية بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم: وإذ أخذ ربك من بني آدم من ظهورهم ذريتهم وأشهدهم على أنفسهم ألست بربكم قالوا بلى شهدنا. Right. So the meaning of that will be, so ذكر will be the فعل, and of course Allah will be the fa'il, the outside dua. So Allah mentioned, or Allah says, Ta'ala, exalted be He, fi kitabihi, in His book, Al-Azizi, the mighty, His mighty book, you could say, because mawsuf sifa. So Allah mentions in His mighty book, قصة خلق Adam, the story of the creation of Adam, alayhi salam, peace be upon him. أول الأنبياء, the first of the prophets. Okay. فقد خلقه بيده. He had created him with his hand, basically he created him with his hands. على الصورة التي أرادها, in the image or in the picture, in the form that he wanted. He here, التي أرادها is Allah. So خلقه, Allah is the one who created him in the image that he wanted. This ha goes back to as-surah. Okay, so subhanahu, exalted be he. فكان مخلوقا مكرما. So he was an honored creation, if you will. مكرما from كرم يكرم, to honor a guest or to honor somebody, you use this verb. So he was an honored creation because he was created by Allah himself with his hands. So that's what they're trying to say here. عن باقي المخلوقات, you know, from the rest of the other creations. Like he is the one who was actually created by Allah himself with his hand. So he is honored in that way compared to the other creations. وخلق الله سبحانه ذرية آدم, and Allah created, exalted be he, the progeny or the offspring of Adam, على صورته, in his image. He's going back to Adam in the, basically in the form or in the shape or in the image of Adam alayhi salam. وهيئته, and hay'a is appearance or physical form. So basically hay'a and surah kind of mean the same thing in this sentence. So in على صورته, in his image, وهيئته, and his form or appearance or shape, physical outline, if you will. قال تعالى, Allah exalted as he said, وإذ أخذ ربك من بني آدم من ظهورهم, when Allah took, when your master took from من بني آدم من ظهورهم, took from Adam his progeny, from the back of Adam his progeny, ذريتهم وأشهدهم على أنفسهم, and he made them witness against themselves by asking them, ألست بربكم, am I not your master? And قالوا بلى شهدنا, and they all said, yes, we testify, like we acknowledge that you are our master. And this happened in عالم الأرواح, you know, when Allah extracted all of us, all the souls from the back of Adam, and he asked us to testify that he is Allah, he's our master, and we did. So we don't have an excuse on the day of judgment. Yeah, actually the ayah continues like that and said, lest you come in the day of judgment saying we were not informed. You were informed. We were informed. All right, Afroz, you can go next.
I have a question before we go ahead.
Sure.
It's about qad, like when qad is coming here with madi, so will we translate it like had created, or is it just for the certainty of the fact?
Yeah, you can use had, you can say had already or had created, it's fine. But either way, because this is MSA, you know, you like qad, if it was Quran, then it would be like honing into the meaning, what exactly does it mean? So you can just say had created Adam, or you can say had already created. It's also fine. You can either use had or had already. hope that's clear. But of course, when it comes to the Quran, then we have to ask why the specific meaning of it. Yeah. But just like in English, when I say had already and had created, it kind of almost sound the same. Like there's no big difference when I say that. So with MSA, it's kind of the same as well. But yeah, thanks for pointing that out. It's important for us to distinguish, such words and the meanings that they will bring if we are looking at a Quranic text and we are looking at just a classical text, for example, or some article. Important. Any other questions? Okay, great. Afroz, you can do, I think we can do up to where? Maybe up to here, the Amrihi.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay.
Okay, Bismillah. وبعد أن خلق الله آدم أسكنه أسكنه.
What family do you think this could be? If it's as.
أسلم.
So.
أسكن. أسكنه الجنة مع زوجته حواء التي خلقت من ضلعه فاستمتع. It is a fatha on the meme or sukun?
Oh, sorry. Sukun.
فاستمتع بنعمها. بنعمها.
So there's a yeah here.
I don't know what's that word. No. بنعيم. Oh.
Yeah. It doesn't have anybody called Naima. This would be the word.
Oh. yeah. نعمت. Yeah. بنعيمها باستثناء.
So be istaghfar family.
Istaghfar. Yeah. باستثناء.
What do you think this is?
Is the masdar?
Yes. What's the masdar of istaghfara?
Istighfar. Istighfar. Astaghfara istighfaran.
Istighfar. Yes.
Istighfar. باستثناء.
Yes. Beautiful.
شجرة واحدة. Single tree.
Yes.
نهاهم الله سبحانه عن الأكل.
Yes.
عن أكل منها. أكلي. It's a masdar, right? أكلي.
Yes, it's a masdar.
عن أكل منها فوسوس لهما الشيطان شيطان فاعل. ليأكلا منها.
ليأكلا. So both of them.
ليأكلا منها فاستجاب لوساوسه وأكلا.
Wow. So what do you think this is?
أكل.
Yes.
أكل من الشجرة حتى انكشفت أوراتهما فسترا. No, sorry. سترى.
Yes. فعل ماضي سترى.
فسترى. نفي نفسيهما or نفسيهما I don't know.
نفساء.
نفس نفسيهما
هما.
بورق الجنة وخاطب الله آدم مع معاتبا
تبا.
معاتبا
مجاهدا. Yes.
اوكي جاهدا معاتبا إياه على الأكل من تلك الشجرة بعد أن بين عداوة
Mm. So
عداوة بين it's a فعل
yes.
فعل right
That's a فعل. Who is the
بين
فاعل?
عداوة
Who is doing the action of clarifying? Because bayana means to clarify something,
clarify
to make something clear. So what do you think? Adawa, is it doing the action or is it being done to? Is it the maf'ul or is it the fa'il?
it's مفعول
Yes.
عداوة
Adawata. But it's going to be light. Why? Because
it's broken plural.
no. Because it's a mudaf.
Oh, it's continuation. Oh,
Yes.
عداوة الشيطان له
Yes. Yes.
وحذره من اتباع وساوسه مرة أخرى
Yes.
وقد أبدى
Beautiful.
آدم
Uh,
وقد أبدى. What is the meaning of أبدى?
Abda means, do I remember? Let me check.
Whatever.
To express, to demonstrate, or to show.
Yeah, to show. Yeah.
Oh, the Adam show. Then Adam is the file. وأبدى آدم ند
No.
ندمه ندمه
Yes.
الشديد
Yes. لا أشياء.
ندم الشديد.
Yes.
So صفة ندم right
Yes. It's a صفة.
على فعل فعلته وأظهر لله توبته أخرجهما الله من الجنة وأنزلهما إلى الأرض بأمره.
Yes. Beautiful. Nice job. Like you guys are reading without harakat, without tashkeel. Yeah, so we are already past that. Alhamdulillah. All right.
Ilham, can I ask something?
Sure.
أسكنه الجنة مع زوجته هوائي. Hawa is not the badal kul of زوجته.
It is.
So it should be Hawaii, or is it a partly flexible one, like proper names?
It's a non-Arab name. It's a female name. Several reasons for it not to be fully flexible. Like it doesn't take a kasra. Like the way we are
It
doing
doesn't take a
Adama.
kasra.
Yeah. It's because it's a non-Arab name. Like Arabic did not exist at the time of Adam alayhi salam. We don't know what they spoke. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Adam,
Okay.
Hawa, all of these are non-Arab names. So that's one. And also feminine names are actually partly flexible, except very few. But the rule is majority of female names are partly flexible. ممنوع من الصرف. They don't take a kasra, in other words.
So some non-Arab names means that those which are not in Arab countries, like that, is it? Or which
No,
they don't speak Arabic language for them, is that?
non-Arab names means names that are not Arabic, basically.
Not
I
Arabic.
know you think Hawa is Arab, Adam is Arab, but actually they're not Arab. Like Shu'aib is Arab, Muhammad is Arab.
No.
Yeah, but these ones are like, they existed before Arabic was invented, basically, or Arabic formed. Yeah, because Adam was the first man. We don't know what he spoke. Like, we don't know the language that he spoke, right? Arabic came way later after Ismail, and then, you know, like that area. That's when Arabic came along.
Sister, one more in this line. وَقَاتَبَ اللَّهُ آدَمَ مُعَاتِبًا. Is it a hal?
Yes.
It's hal, I'm
This is
correct.
a hal.
Okay. And this an can comes with the an can come with the madi also, but it will not have any effect, right? Like ba'da an bayyina.
Yes. Yes. Bayyana. So it won't have, like, because the Madi does not have mansoob, majzoom. It doesn't have that. So it can come, but it wouldn't have no effect. Although still this sentence will still be called masdar mu'awwal. It will still be called complex. What did we call it in Bayna? Compound ism.
Compound ism, yeah.
Yeah, it will still be called a compound ism. But
It will act like a masdar. It will act like a masdar.
Yes, it will act like a masdar.
One more, sister, this one. An bayyana adawat ash-shaytani lahu. Okay. Now this why lahu with this adawat ash-shaytan we can understand till there, right? Why they're explaining like lahu?
Yeah, so basically what they're saying is ba'da and bayyana, but after Allah clarified shaitan's enemy to him, lahu. So him is going back to Adam. Like he's
Adam,
telling
okay.
you, yeah, who is being clarified to.
And wahadharahi hadhara is
حذر
means
to
to
warn.
warn. Its mean is it married to mean, sister Ilham?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Because you want something about something, so they the way they use min with حذر to warn something about something.
Okay. Sister Ilham, one more doubt. See,
No
when
problem.
we read out the fails, there are different types of verbs attached to it, different type of verbs attached to a fail, right? So if we use that harf with the fail, then only it makes us right meaning of like from. It can this mean can be used as of also, from also. If we used something else apart from it, so does it change the meaning of the fail?
Yes, it depends. Yeah, it depends on the harf you're using. So, for example, let's take the example of ja'a. Ja'a means to come. Ja'a bi, to bring. Yeah?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it obviously changes the meaning when it comes with a harf.
Is
I
it
don't
with
know if
every fail with a different type of married harf? Is it like that?
I don't know whether, like, it depends, because you can see there are certain fi'ls that can come with ila, like it can come with several harfs. When you go to Hansware, you Google you type in a fi'l, you can see that it can come with ila to mean something else. It can come with fi to mean something else. It can come with min to mean something else. So that can happen. But I don't want to say that this is the case for all fi'ls. It just depends. Yeah.
Okay. And this mu'atiban, this is ism file, is
Yes,
mu'atiban?
اسم فاعل.
Okay.
اسم فاعل from جاهد family.
Okay, جزاك خير.
So عاتب يعاتب عتابا ومعاتبة فهو معاتب. That would be the
And one more, iyahu here it's mu'atiban. وخاطب الله, and Allah addressed or spoke to Adam, reprimanding him. So
Yes.
Sister Ilham, we cannot use mu'ati bahu. Why we are using
Because this is an ism fa'il.
So we cannot attach to it. We cannot attach the pronoun to the ism fa'il.
It would be below مضاف إليه. It would
So it's
have,
not right.
because remember,
It's
ism
not...
plus a pronoun, you're gonna have a مضاف إليه. So it's gonna be reprimanding of him, which I think maybe it can make sense. But here, basically, what they're trying to do is they're trying to separate the مفعول به. So معاتبا إياه, like the way we say إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. So إياك is the مفعول به, but in that case it came مقدم. So the same thing here. If you want to separate the مفعول به, you use إيا, which is like a chair. It just holds the مفعول به, so that you just don't say معاتبا هو. Like nobody speaks like that. So what they did is they introduced a chair for the who to sit on. So you have معاتبا إياه.
Yeah. Okay. Jazakallah khair, Sister Ilham.
Okay, no problem, sure. Brother Hamid is saying it's a matter of when مفعول به is in the sentence. I don't know if you can unmute yourself and explain further. I'm not so sure what you mean here.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Actually, the what we call the married harf, it only depends upon the when there is a sentence, when there is maf'ul bihi in the sentence. If there is no maf'ul bihi, we can put the harf according to the sentence. So for example, he went to the masjid, ذهب إلى المسجد, but we said that ذهب به, he took him,
Yeah.
he took him. Yeah. So him is the maf'ul bihi actually, and that's why the harf is needed here. So if there is
kind of
no,
like تعدية متعدي بحرف.
yeah, yes. Any for example, حصول with ala, حصل يحصل with ala. So for example, I got from him, I got from him. So حصلت منه, حصلت منه. So there is min, but it is not the married half. Why? Because who is not maf'ul bihi,
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the case actually. If there is a maf'ul bihi there, then the half is needed. What you call with the married half, Then the ala is needed. Like we say, I got the shahada certificate. Hasaltu ala shahada. Then the ala is needed. Yeah. And sometimes, in the English, it depends upon the languages, what we say, what we use the language, what we want to use the in that language. For example, ittajaha is like not the ittajaha, the other we can say the other fail, any other fail. Right now, I'm not I can't take the fail. But for example, same harf needed in the English and in the Arabic. So there is no problem. The problem happens when there is, in the English, we don't use harf, and in the Arabic, we use the harf, or vice versa. Then we have to remember. Otherwise, no need to remember, because in both the languages, the harf is needed. Yeah, that's it.
Brother Hamid, you just said from minhu, I got it from him, or this is also, minhu is also maf'ul only, right, Sister Ilham? It gives a detail, right?
جار مجرور. منه جار مجرور.
Because
متعلق.
when you
it's not like I got him, when there is I got him, then there is maf'ul bi, him is maf'ul bi. But here in this sense, your question is valid. When I said hasal to minhu, it came in my mind also that who looks like maf'ul bi. But the married harf is like when the direct maf'ul bihi is coming, like I got him. In that case, him is a maf'ul bihi. But I got from him,
But still,
in
from
this
him
case
is
is
not a
different.
maf'ul. From him can never be a maf'ul because it's a
Yeah,
muta'alliq.
it's muta'alliq, yeah. It's
No,
muta'alliq, yeah.
actually, when you use a harf with a maful bihi, that also becomes a maful.
Yeah, like
Your
it's
question.
sorry, it's jar majroor, but like from who? It will be like maf'ul, right?
في
Like
محلي.
Yeah, your question
yeah,
is
it will be
valid
في
that this,
محلي, but it's
yeah.
it's مفعول به في المحل فمفعول فيه في محل نصب.
Yeah, Sister Fahima's question is very valid that when you say hasaltu ala shahada looks like jar majroor,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
So yes, your question is valid. But يعني, I cannot explain this way, but
I think it's متعدي, like متعدي بالحرف most of the time. I'm not sure, but yeah, all about متعدي. If you want to make it متعدي.
what you say, Sister Ilham, about this?
Uh, basically, that was my understanding. I don't really know about harfs being married to a particular, like what you said, I think it's very important. Sometimes
Yeah.
a word comes with a harf in Arabic, and in English it doesn't. So that's something we need to always watch out for. When you said that, there's a word that came into my mind, but then the word for coming. It comes with a harf, I think, but I'm forgetting. Is it? I've forgotten the word, honestly. I've forgotten. But there's a word in EMSA they use for coming, come and go, and it comes with a harf, and I've forgotten. Fahima, you should be the one to remind me because you're good in EMSA.
No. So now that means every second verb in Arabic is with harf only. I mean to say that when I was trying to read this and translate this, I was just finding out every verb is with some other kind of harf. If I
Well,
want to
not
put myself,
really.
want to frame I just felt myself like that is still because when I want to make a sentence from my side, now I was thinking in my mind, is this harf married to this? Is this verb married to a harf?
There are
You see,
actually
if it's
very few words that are married to huruf. There are not that many. So most of the time you just see a jar majroor like it's a muta'alliq. Like it's not really what we mean by ta'diya is transitivity, like what Brother Hamid was trying to explain. Like if you want a maf'ul, like you want a done to, you want a detail of some sort. Like I want to say this is I'm doing something to someone. So that something or someone is basically the maf'ul, and that's where I can bring in the harf of that is being married to, which I'm calling harfu ta'diya. Like uh oh, which word? I can't think of a word. That's the problem. I wish I could think of a word, and then I think clarification it would be easier. Maybe let me think about it. If something comes
Did
to
the
my
word
mind, I'll post in the
coming
group.
for
Or if
ja'a
somebody...
be?
Yeah, ja'a bi. Okay, so like yeah, let's try and use ja'a bi. So ja'a, he came. Ja'a ila al-bayt. So if I use jar majroor there, that's going to be a muta'alliq ila al-bayt. Two parts. Ja'a, he came, ila al-bayt, to the house. Yeah. So there's no maf'ul in that picture. But I want to say he brought a book, for example, to the house. So a book in this case is a maf'ul bihi. What did he bring? He brought a book, right? So I will say ja'a bil kitabi ila al-bayti. So I've added a maf'ul there. What did he bring? He brought a book. Okay.
that like Brother Hamid said, like if you want to add, if there is a maful B for that
Yes.
fail, then the harf married to it. Yeah, correct.
Yes. Yeah. I hope that was a bit clear.
Yeah, thank you so much,
And-
Brother Hamid. Thank you so
And
much.
actually, you're welcome. And actually, the thing is that sometimes when, in English, no need to any harf to take maful bihi. But in Arabic, we need. That's the time that we need to
Yeah.
focus and we need to remember. Like as such, I searched a book, بحثت الكتاب, بحثت عن
بحثت
الكتاب.
عن. Yeah.
عن الكتاب, yeah. So in the Arabic, the an is needed. Without an, we cannot say that. We cannot say like in English, بحثت الكتاب,
That's
We
a
cannot
good
say it.
example.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
yeah.
where the harf is very much. We have to remember that one. Yeah, this is a
بحثت
good.
and
عن البدع.
بحثت عن and بحثت without the an. So if you
Yeah.
do بحثت without the an, I examined or
Yeah.
I discussed. That's
Discussed. Yeah.
بحثت. Yeah.
Yeah.
But بحث عن to such. So you see the
Yeah.
difference in meaning that an does. That's a
Yeah.
good
And
example.
in English, we don't use any harf, you know. I searched a book. I searched the book.
Yeah.
You know, I was looking the book, you know, so no need to have.
I think say
Yes.
ja can also come without the harf and also come with the harf depending of how you are using it. Like jaa amsi without any harf would mean he came yesterday, and then you bring in the harf in it, jaa bi or something, so it will be, you know, it will change the meaning like that.
Exactly. Right. Yeah. I think that was a good discussion, and hopefully we've clarified that issue. Yeah, so you just have to know which fi'als come with what verbs, and when they come with what huruf, and when they come with those huruf, what they mean. And of course, that's part of all learning vocabulary. So when you learn the vocab, that word, you learn with the harf, together with the harf. It will make it easier. Right, great. Any other questions on this part before we translate and move on? Okay. So let's go through it. وبعد أن خلق الله آدم, and after Allah created Adam, أسكنه الجنة مع زوجته حواء. So he أسكن يسكن, so sakana to settle down yourself, but أسكن to make someone settle or to make someone reside or, you know, take a home. So أسكنه الجنة, he resided them, or he resided him in Jannah مع زوجته, with his wife حواء, التي خلقت من ضلعه, who was created from ضلعه, his rib. Now we know the word for it because we know the story, but now we know the word for it, from his rib. فاستمتعا بنعيمها, so they both enjoyed. استمتع يستمتع, to enjoy, so they both enjoyed the favor of it. Ha, going back to Jannah, so they both enjoyed the ni'mah of, or na'im of Jannah.
The blessing.
باستثناء, sorry,
The
blessing.
blessings of Jannah.
Yeah. باستثناء شجرة واحدة نهاهم الله, with the exception, استثناء, an exception, so with the exception of one single tree, نهاهم الله, that again you see it's the BUJ keeps saying this, نكرة بعدها الجملة, so you're gonna put a which or a who or a that, it's gonna be موصوف صفة, with the exception of a single tree that Allah prevented them from, or like stopped them from, basically, yeah, prevented, I think, can work here. Or if you guys have a better word, you can give me, because sometimes translating is a difficult word. Subhana.
Forbade them.
Yes, that's the word, exactly. Forbade them. Nahahumullah, forbade them. Yes, Allah forbid them from that single tree. Subhana, exalted be He. Anil akli minha, from eating or consuming, or from eating from it. It's fine. فوسوس لهما الشيطان, then shaitan whispered to them, both of them, لهما, ليأكلا منها, so that they both eat from the tree, or to eat from the tree. So he whispered to both of them to eat from it. فاستجابا لوساوسه, they both answered or responded to his whispers. وأكلا من الشجرة حتى انكشفت عوراتهما, and they both ate from the tree until their aura, their nakedness, or their I don't know, I don't know how, private parts, I don't know how to describe aura, like their, you know, aura, right?
Yeah. I also don't know. Like we
Like,
usually just say aura. So
yeah, we just say aura. So Anyway, until the aura was exposed, revealed, or like appeared, uncovered. Those are the words. Yeah. فسترى نفسيهما, and they covered. سترى, we also know ستر, to cover, to. So it's لازم? Yes, it's لازم. انكشف, like انقلب family, it's لازم. Yeah. So that's why we said عورات هما, because this will be the outside door of انكشف. So it's the aura that got exposed or got revealed. Yeah, and so they covered themselves نفسيهما بورق الجنة, with the leaves of Jannah. Yes.
I'm not getting this. What will be the heavy version of nafsai?
Heavy version.
Because it's
نفساني نفسيني نفسيني.
okay. Okay.
So because we're talking about two people, so yeah. Okay. So نفسيهما بورق الجنة, with the leaves of Jannah. وخاطب الله آدم معاتبا إياه. And Allah spoke to Adam, or addressed Adam, معاتبا إياه, reprimanding him, or what other, scolding him, if you can. Like those are the words for معاتب. عاتب يعاتب, to reprimand somebody, to censure them, to scold them, to blame. It has the meaning of blame as well. Yeah, so something like that. So he was like reprimanding him. على الأكل من تلك الشجرة. It comes with على, by the way. So معاتبا على. You reprimand something about something, it comes with على. That's something for you, Fahima. So معاتبا على means to reprimand, to scold. Yeah. من تلك الشجرة بعد أن بين عداوة الشيطان له. After, so he reprimanded him after he had clarified to him, to Adam, about what? He had clarified to him about the enmity of shaitan to him. Like he told him, listen, shaitan is your enemy. فَاتَّخِذُهُ عَدُوًّا. Take him as an enemy, you know? So basically that. Yeah. وحذره من اتباع وساوسه مرة أخرى, and he warned him from following. Again, حذر من, to warn somebody from something. So he warned him from following the whispers, his whispers, and a second time, or another time, مرة أخرى, another time. وقد أبدى آدم ندمه الشديد على فعلته. أبدى, to demonstrate, to show. So Adam had showed, or he had demonstrated, ندمه, his regret, his great regret, الشديدة, ندمه الشديدة, his great regret, على فعلته, about what he did. وأظهر لله توبته, and he manifested, I don't know, أظهر is to make, declare, make clear, make apparent. So he made apparent to Allah, or he declared his tawbah to Allah, or he demonstrated his tawbah to Allah. Yeah, so a lot of meanings of adhara, by the way. But anyway, one of those could go there. وأخرجهم الله من الجنة, and Allah removed both of them from al-Jannah. Okay. وأنزلهما إلى الأرض بأمره, and he sent them to the earth with his command. Great. Who wants to read the last section? Oh, we are going really slowly. Okay.
I will try.
Okay, Bismillah. Good.
كما ذكر الله, as Allah mentioned, subhanahu, glory to him, قصة بني آدم.
قصة
قصة I think
أيوة.
so. قصة بني آدم عليه السلام.
قصة
ابن.
ابني.
ابني. Okay, I got it, because ahead is coming. Yeah. قصة ابني آدم عليه السلام وهما قابيل وهابيل. فقد كانت من سنة آدم أن تتزوج أنثى
أنثى
كل بطن.
أنثى
So
كل بطن.
أنثى كل بطن من ذكر من ذكر من ذكر أو ذكر
ذكر البطن. So ذكر البطن.
ذكر البطن.
No,
No,
ذكر.
oh, it's a different word. Okay,
Masculine.
okay. Ah,
Male.
من ذكر البطن الآخر. آخر.
Yes.
آخري, I think so, because the al is coming there.
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
So what is this ذكر? ذكري? Because I didn't get it.
ذكري is the opposite of أنثى. So أنثى is feminine.
Ah, okay. I was confused. I thought ذكر.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah. وهما قابيل وهابيل فقد كانت من سنة آدم أن تتزوج أنثى كل بطن من ذكر البطن الآخر. فأراد قابيل أن
استغفر family.
Which family?
استغفر.
استأثر يستأثر. Okay. يستأثر. فأراد قابيل أن يستأثر يستأثر بأخته التي جاءت معه من البطن من البطن ذاتها منعا لحق أخيه. So I didn't understand this. This lam is منعا لحق أخيه فيما كتبه الله له وحينما علم آدم عليه السلام. علم. وحينما علم آدم عليه السلام بنية قابيلة طلب من كليهما أن يقدم قربانا لله فتقبل الله ما قدمه هابيل مما أثار غضب قابيلة. Something like that. غضب, I think so. If it is
غضب, it's going to be a masdar.
اسم يعني. It is
yes,
اسم. So مما أثار غضب قابيلة. فتوعد أخاه بالقتل. قال تعالى. So I will read the ayah also.
You can if you want to.
Okay. So وَاتْلُوا عَلَيْهِمْ نَبَأَ ابْنَيْ آدَمَ بِالْحَقِّ إذ قرب قربانا فتقبل من أحدهما ولم يتقبل من الآخر قال لأقتلنك قال إنما يتقبل الله من المتقين لئن بسطت إلي يدك لتقتلني ما أنا بباسط يدي إليك لأقتلك إني أخاف الله رب العالمين إني أريد أن تبوء بإثمي وإثمك فتكون من أصحاب النار وذلك جزاء الظالمين. فتوعت له نفسه قتل أخيه فقتله فأصبح من الخاسرين.
All right, beautiful, nicely done. Okay, any questions there on that section? Sister Fahima?
No, Sister Ilham, Jazakallah khair.
Oh, okay, great. All right, so I'm just going to do a quick reading and then we can look at the
So ذاتهما, that why it has kasra?
من البطن ذاتها. So it's a stress, it's a تأكيد of the button.
Okay.
From the same button. Or from the, especially, yeah, from نفس البutton. Yeah, if you can.
So it's explaining like a عطف بيان, I think so. عطف
Yes.
بيان. Yeah.
Yes, it can be عطف. It can be عطف, it can be تأكيد.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
All right. Okay. كما ذكر الله سبحانه قصة بني آدم عليه السلام. So the same way Allah narrated, or like Allah narrated, or Allah mentioned the story of the two sons of Adam عليه السلام, وهما, and they are قابيل وهابيل. فقد كانت في سنة آدم, and it was in the sunnah of Adam, or it had been in the sunnah of Adam, in the tradition of Adam, in their way of doing things, أن تتزوج أنثى كل بطن, for the female of one, like of every, how do I say button? Like, like they were being given birth in pairs. So that one pair would be like the button. Yeah. I don't know if somebody has a better idea here. I don't know how to translate button.
And it indicates the birth actually, right?
Yes, the
Fully
birth.
button. Yeah. Birth.
Yes. So the idea is they were being given birth as pairs. So a male and a female were being given birth as twins, as a pair. And then it was the sunnah for this pair to marry another pair. That's basically what they're saying. So the female of this pair marries the male of another pair. Okay, and تتزوج أثنى كل بطن, for the female of each pair. Let's just go with pair because it makes more sense. But button means stomach, basically. So of each pair, من ذكر البطن الآخر, from the male of the other pair. فأراد قابيل أن يستأثر بأخته التي جاءت معه. And Qabil, he wanted to basically استأثر, to prefer, to select for himself بأخته التي جاءت معه. So he wanted to prefer for himself the sister that he came with. من البطن ذاتها, from the same stomach, from the same button, from the same pair, if you will. منعا لحق أخيه. منعا here could also be a حال, or it could also be a مفعول له, but I think حال makes more sense here. So as a forbidding, or as a prevention to the right of his brother. Yeah. So you can use as here for حال, or you can even use it as مفعول له, like because he wanted to prevent the haq of his brother. Although I think مفعول له here, maybe it's a bit of a stretch. Let's go with حال. Okay, so منعا لحق أخيه فيما كتبه الله له, from what Allah basically wrote for him. وحينما علم آدم عليه السلام, and when Adam knew about this or learnt about this, بنية قابيل, of the intention of Qabil to do this, to marry his own sister from the same basically womb, from the same birth, طلب من كليهما أن يقدما قربانا لله. He requested both of them to, basically this is how they solved the issues. Yeah, even Banu Israel, like they would present an offering and the fire would come from the sky and it would consume it, and they would know that Allah has accepted it. So the same way Adam told his sons to present an offering to Allah, and yeah, so يقدم, to present, قربانا offering, لله فتقبل الله, so Allah accepted ما قدمه هابيل, what Habil presented, مما أثار غضب قابيل, from which you could say invoked, أثار, to invoke or to like poke somebody, to induce something. So after, by Allah accepting Habil, it induced غضب قابيل, or it provoked the anger of قابيل. فتوعد أخاه بالقتل. توعد is to basically threaten or to make a promise to do something. So, and in this case, I think threaten makes more sense, because this is exactly what he threatened him. He threatened his brother with death, with killing him, with murdering him, بالقتل, with killing. قال تعالى, and of course this is the ayah that talks about that whole story. وَاتْلُ عَلَيْهِمْ نَبَأَ ابْنَيْ آدَمَ بِالْحَقِّ, and narrate to both of to all of them the story of the two sons of Adam. بالحق, حق has many meanings. It means truth, purpose, right, reality. Yeah. So, but in this case, maybe we can say with purpose or with truth. إذ قربا قربانا, again a play on words here. قربا, then you have قربانا. So قربا is family 2, علم family, and قربانا is from family 1. It's I think it's a masdar, I think, like طغيان, قربان, same pattern. Okay, so to present, قربا, to bring close. Yeah, from qarib, qarraba, same kind of meaning. So they both brought forth an offering, or they brought close an offering. فتقبل من أحدهما, and it was accepted from من أحدهما, from one of them. ولم يتقبل من الآخر, and it wasn't accepted from the other. قال لأقتلنك, he said, I will for sure kill you. Look at the amount of stress. لا أقتلن. So 3 kinds of stresses in just this one word. And by the way, what I love about this ayah, and I'm sorry I'm going on a tangent of the Quran, but when the Quran is being read, you just have to marvel at it. Allah did not mention names. He didn't say وَتَقَبَّلَ مِنْ هَابِيلٍ وَلَمْ يُتَقَبَّل مِنْ قَابِيلٍ. Like Allah didn't even, he wasn't pointing fingers at anybody. He's just narrating the stories, like this is what happened. What it was accepted from one of them, it wasn't accepted from the other. So he's not even like blaming as such. He's the focus of the story is not who did what. The focus of the story is what was done, is the crime itself. It's the action. That's what we need to focus on, subhanallah. Yeah, it's not who did it. We don't have to ask these questions, whether it's Habil, whether that's actually their names, we don't know, because this is Israeliyat sources, right?
But in the Quran, their name is not mentioned.
It's not mentioned.
Even in the other place?
No, it's not. There's no Habil or Qabil.
Okay.
We don't know who did what. We don't even know if these are the real names. These are Arabicized words from Israeliyat, because Cain and Abel, then it came to Arabic, it became Qabil and Habil. Yeah. So again, Allah is telling us the names is not important. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. And then what I also liked about this ayah is whoever was not accepted from, he just said one word, لَأَقْتُلَنَّكَ, I am going to kill you. That's all he said. But look at what the other said. Like he said an entire, like he was going on advising, and like subhanallah, it's amazing. قال إنما يتقبل الله. He started advising the guy. He's like, listen, إنما يتقبل الله من المتقين. Allah only accepts from those who are muttaqin, those who are God conscious, those who are pious, those who are, they take care and they take precaution and they are aware. Muttaqi, also one of those words that has a lot of meanings. So he's listen, Allah only accepts from those who are muttaqin. لَإِنْ بَسَطْتَ إِلَيَّ يَدَكَ لِتَقْتُلَنِي. If you stretch out your hand, if you extend out your hand to kill me for the purpose of killing, again, he would have just said لَإِنْ قَتَلْتَنِي, if you killed me. But he's taking his sweet time trying to calm this guy down, yeah? Like, لَإِنْ بَسَطْتَ, if you accept, like it feels irrelevant. بَسَطْتَ إِلَيَّ, it feels that saying a lot. But again, there's a point here because he's trying to calm him down. Is if you extend your hand to kill me, and again he's mentioning his hand. Why? Because his hand is going to كان عنه مسؤولة. It's going to be asked. You remember, in the day of judgment, our hands are going to speak, and our feet and all that. He's telling him, listen, you're just working against yourself because that hand that you stretch out to kill me is going to be a witness against yourself. And again, I'm sorry, I'm going on tangents here. I shouldn't be. But it's so powerful what is being said. So لَإِنْ بَسَطْتَ إِلَيَّ يَدَكَ لِتَقْتُلَنِي. If you stretch out your hand, if you extend your hand in order that you kill me, لِتَقْتُلَنِي, with the intention of killing me, مَا أَنَا بِبَاسِطٍ يَدِيَ إِلَيْكَ لِأَقْتُلَكَ. I am not one to extend my hand to you. Again, it feels like he's saying too much. Could have just said, مَا أَنَا بِبَاسِطٍ يَدِيَ لِأَقْتُلَكَ. But then he's saying, إِلَيْكَ. Again, showing him like, I will never do this to you. You're my brother. إِلَيْكَ. He even paused to just mentioning him, like bringing him into the conversation. Listen, you're my brother. I will never do this to you. ما أنا بباسط يدي إليك لأقتلك إني أخاف الله رب العالمين. For certain, surely, undoubtedly, I fear Allah رب العالمين, the Rabb, the master of all worlds. إني أريد أن تبوء بإثمي. I liked Abdul Halim's translation of this. He says, rather I would prefer, or I would rather desire, or I would rather wish, or I would rather, because uridu can mean want, can mean wish, can mean desire, any one of those. Like, so he says rather I would rather desire and tabu'a, that you bear or that you incur bi ismi wa ismika, with my sin, you incur my sin and your sin, فتكون من أصحاب النار وذلك جزاء الظالمين, and you become from the people of hellfire, and that is the reward of the zalimin. Okay, so basically he's saying, listen, you want to kill me, fine, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to kill you. I would rather you take on my sin, you incur my sin and your sin, and you become from, the people of. And he's reminding him again of Nar, to try and persuade this guy, listen, what you're about to do is going to ruin you. Think about it. فَطَوَّعَتْ لَهُ نَفْسُهُ. طَوَّعَتْ, this طاعة, it comes from the word طاعة, يطوع, to obey. أطاعت, that same root letters, so to obey. فَطَوَّعَتْ, if you put it in the family too, it means to make someone obey. So literally, فَطَوَّعَتْ لَهُ نَفْسُهُ, his heart made him obey. But what it actually means is that it made him easy. It, like, he did not hesitate. His heart made him feel easy in doing this. Yeah. So فطوعت له نفسه, his heart made him obey, or convinced him, or made it feel easy for him. And therefore, the meaning that you come out of that is he did not hesitate. He did not hesitate. قتل أخيه. He did not hesitate what? He did not hesitate killing his brother. فقتله. So he killed him. فأصبح من الخاسرين. And he became of those who are losers. All right. And we are way past time. 13 minutes over. But I don't know if there are any questions. That will be our story for today.
So Qurban is not a usual masdar coming from the family. It's like unusual kind of title, right?
Masdar, yes, unusual.
Yeah.
Masdar. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's family one. So you can see Allah is using family two, qarraba as the fi'il, and the maf'ul from family one. Again, I think when we were reading Sami Ra'i, he mentioned something like this. Interesting. Like to capture both meanings of qarraba and qurban. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you remember? Yeah. So because qarraba means to come close, but qurban means to give an offering. So both meanings are being.
And it's like between taqrib and qurban, right?
Exactly. It was supposed to be qarraba, taqriban, but taqriban would mean coming close, a closeness. It will be like a
Yeah.
maf'ul mutlaq, but it won't
Yeah.
make sense. But Allah is
Yeah.
trying to tell you, what did they bring close? They brought forth an offering. They brought close an offering. So both meanings are being captured. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Somebody else was saying something. Sorry, I cut you. I don't know who it was. Sorry.
No, I was just saying with that, that was Rattilil Qur'ana Tartila. So Rattala and Tartil were there together when we were discussing that Dr. Samir's Rai's work.
Yeah. And you have, so that would be the same family, Rattala and Tartil. And then you had, what is this in Surah? Is it Muzammil? I forget. My God, there's that ayah in Surah Muzammil where it's
Yeah.
actually
Yes, yeah.
different
Because they were two different, It
families.
was not this.
Yeah, it was different families. And I'm forgetting. Okay. Yeah, but you get the idea. That's basically what's being said here, combining both meanings of both families. All right. Any other questions or clarifications of maybe a family or a word that maybe it wasn't clear? I think the Arabic here is very easy.
Yeah. The one you mentioned, the book, stories, Arabic stories. These stories from that book?
No. That one I couldn't, I wasn't given permission to share on YouTube. So I decided that one would just do it on the group.
Because I saw that book in Amazon, so that's why.
Yeah. It's a board book. So I asked them if I could be able to share, but they were like, no, you're not allowed. I was like, okay, fine.
And
And
these stories, yes, you go ahead. I interested in it.
no, I was just going to say that I need to do the audios for those 2 stories that we've done so far. I'm falling behind, but inshallah, I'll get to it and we can proceed.
And the link or the website, can you share or you shared already from where you
No, this one I
read
haven't
these
shared.
yeah.
This one I will
Can
share,
you?
inshallah. I will share this one in the group because at least there maybe you can be able to practice. Even I think Sister Fahima was asking, so I think that would be good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
these are stories very good for practicing,
Yeah.
So as well, at the same time we can learn also.
Yeah, and maybe what we can even do in the group is if you noticed a word that maybe we need to practice, I was thinking maybe we can start, we identify some of this hard, like for example, fatawwa'at. Maybe that could be like a new word that we're not familiar with. Then we say, okay, this week we are practicing with fatawwa'at. We're going to come up with sentences and post them in the group using this word so we can practice that vocabulary. So we can identify hard vocabulary. You can help me identify, guys, like what you feel is new. Then we can practice in the group, inshallah. I think that will be helpful. Yeah. Right. I don't know if there's anything else. Okay, great. I think we can stop there, inshallah. We've gone a bit over time, but inshallah, the next stories, they're a bit shorter. This one was the longest, I think. So we're going to stop there. سبحانك اللهم بحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. السلام عليكم.